I like straight airs just because everyone's rotating so much right now. I guess I like straight airs before everyone was rotating it so much too, but that's what this is about, right? Straight airs, I guess. Surfing with Nodis Coppice. I was doing straight airs and he was like, why don't surfers ever tweak it out, bone it out a little bit? And he's like, you should try it. And so that whole session I was trying to figure out how to kick the tail out and bring it back under me. And I ended up making a couple that session, and then I started getting pretty into trying to push it further. I think your bottom turn depends a lot on the wind. If it's offshore, you have to bottom turn up here and kick towards the beach. If it's nice and crumbly onshore like this, it's kind of like a lateral bottom turn. But ideally for an air, you never want to bottom turn too deep and go too vertical because you lose all your speed. Mainly, it's just timing on the lip. You gotta hit it a little bit earlier than a normal air so that you can get above your board and kind of manipulate it to get your tail out. And I'd say it has a little bit of a skateboard ollie thing to it. You do that motion, but it's not the same, there's no click. Honestly, I'm not even thinking about making it yet. I'm just trying to tweak it out and leverage off your front foot and just kick your tail as high as you can without it getting out of control, and then try to pull it back under you. And then right about here, you're all right, how am I gonna get this back under me? Is that section dumpy? Am I gonna break my ankles, or am I gonna come down from this? Instead of waiting for the close out of the wave, which is something I do a lot, I hit it early, knowing that there was a possibility of coming down before the explosion. One thing that I see here that's notable, I think, is if you're connecting with the wave when your foot's like that, you're gonna break your foot or ankle or something if you don't get that planted before you come down on the wave, you know? Bad air style would just be latched onto the rail through the whole rotation and landing, grabbing. You can have bad style in the wave getting to the air. That's probably the biggest thing, is just trying too hard to get to the section to do the air. Kind of kicking your tail out like that is getting kind of fancy, but you don't really have to do that to have good air style. I think it's just, I'd say just looking casual. I don't know, what else do you want to know? Cool.